President Museveni has praised rugby as a sport rooted in discipline, unity and strength, values he said are vital for national development.
Rugby is like football, some of the other sports are sort of individual excellence, but some are, you can see you can only succeed if you work as a team. And rugby is one of those that must be, that needs collective effort.
He also thanked Rugby Africa for including Uganda on the ongoing Web Ellis Rugby World Cup trophy tour and noted the significance of Uganda hosting this year's Rugby Africa Cup. Responding to compliments about Uganda's facilities, President Museveni said the country is just getting started.
I'm surprised to hear you praising us that we have developed the infrastructure. We haven't done much yet. The only thing you have done is just peace, because Uganda had collapsed. Uganda had become a failed state.
The president also reflected on sports' global impact, calling it a force for unity, especially in today's divided world.
We are very active members of the Commonwealth. And I've been telling, when I met Her Majesty, the first time I met her in 1987, I told her that, Your Majesty, the Commonwealth is maybe the only meeting, the only international meeting where I attend and I don't have to have earphones for translation. So therefore, all these mechanisms to bring these 2.5 billion people together is very important.
He shared a personal touch, recalling his own sporting past.
Me, I was a footballer, a cricketer, but I watched those rugby people. They were there. So I'm glad our daughters are doing very well. Where are those tough girls?
President Museveni also paid tribute to Uganda's women athletes, saying they've carried the national flag with honor. Rugby Africa President Herbert Mensah commended the president for his commitment to youth and sports, describing Uganda as a rising force on the continent.
Your Excellency, I'd like to thank you for the extraordinary investment you've made in the greatest game on earth, rugby, the principles of which define, I think, life in general. Uganda, under your leadership, have become the champions of the sevens game at the AU Games in Ghana, the inaugural games where rugby was introduced for the first time.
He cited peace, infrastructure and leadership as key reasons Uganda was chosen to host the 2025 Rugby Africa Cup. Also speaking was Dr. Jonathan Webb, Vice Chair of World Rugby, who said Uganda has shown its readiness to be part of the global rugby conversation.
And on behalf of World Rugby, we are absolutely committed to work with you to develop that, to grow the game, to demonstrate to people what rugby can do to lives, to individual lives, to communities and to whole countries.
Minister of State for Sports, Hon. Peter Ogwang, said the tournament will be a milestone for Uganda's sporting profile and youth engagement.
The hosting this international sports event will not only inspire the youth, but also beneficial to bring in more visitors to Uganda through sports.
Ngabo Amon, reporting for UBS TV.